Microphone check 1 2. What is this? Microphone check 1 2. What is this? Hi, I'm Jeff. My friends call me Hefe.
Who this?
You're watching Real Talk though. We're tapping into the 4th episode of For Life, season 2. Executive produced by 50 Cent, starring Nicholas Pinnock, Joy Bryant. Let's get into it. Because there's a lot to cover. I think this episode is probably one of the biggest episodes of this series because Aaron confronts a lot of things, and it's I think it's the biggest episode. So let's get into it. Who this initial thoughts?
Overall, if I could title this episode anything besides what it was called, Time to Move Forward, I'd have to look at the producers, the writers, whoever put it together long and hard, and I have to say, no, we have to put a big red X through that shit and rename it The Nerve. Because primarily, Marie and Darius don't have some nerve or kind of some nerve. They had the nerve to be some asshole. So of all people, fucking Aaron.
Yeah.
He did 9 years in jail that he ain't getting back for nothing.
Yep.
And I mean, the episode goes from there, drawn on that point. I mean, there's Jamal, like you mentioned off air. There's the judge, too. That's early on. There's the Albanian thing, which is interesting per se.
Yeah.
But the main point is, you called it. It's like, Marie is, she's falling off heavily.
Yeah. So let's save that because we want the viewers to watch the whole video. Watch the whole video.
Yes.
Let's start off with Jamal. Now Jamal is Aaron's pretty much his best friend during his 9 years in prison. They promised to remain in contact. He's helping Jamal's sister Georgia. He helped her, and now he's using her to find a way to get Jamal out. He's still working on Jamal's case. All right. So now Jamal gets into a situation in jail. He overplays his hand. He figured since he put pause on Cassius Dawkins, he became the man. And that wasn't the case. So he got himself involved into a situation, and the way out of it was to help a guy in jail who has a family member who has by the name of Ben, who gets into some trouble, and Jamal promises that Aaron will help him get off.
Yeah.
And he calls Aaron, and Aaron says, "Of course, I got you. I'm going to do this. I'm going to hold you down." And he does. Right.
Miraculous.
Thoughts on that? I mean, it seems that even on the outside, Aaron, he kept his word. He's holding his brother down in jail. He's not only helping his case, but he helped him with another situation that he had just to keep him solid in jail.
That kind of reminds me of, there's been so many episodes and seasons of like one of my favorite shows, SVU. But that reminds me of an episode. I think somebody went undercover in, I think Alcoholics Anonymous or NA or one of those anonymous things. And I was just thinking too that when you're involved in those kind of groups, if you end up in that kind of case scenario, you can't immediately ever draw away from those people because you might end up being buddy with them by some chance. You like the same sports teams or whatever, which I think was that point of that episode. But you're kind of tied to them. So you feel not obligated in a bad way, but like, hey, he's done dirt like I did. He knows of that dirt that no one else hopefully will ever find out. Yeah. So you kind of feel that compromise, like I assume would be the same in prison and jail too. So
yeah,
I think the actual help Aaron off as Jamal, or he's there when he needs him, is genuine too, besides the fact that they've known each other so long and Jamal's still there. So
yeah,
you might as well do something for him.
Yeah. I think it always goes back to the testament of Aaron's character. One of the themes of the show is really friendship. Like you really have to look into friendship and loyalty. Is that Aaron is loyal to a T. Like he's loyal to his friend. And I think that was something that was covered a lot. While he was incarcerated, he dealt with being forgotten by his mother that didn't come to see him, Marie and Darius turned on him, but Jamal seemed to be like that's the person that kind of gave him hope. And he, on the outside, when he finally makes it out, he seems that's his anchor, that's his lifeline, that's the person that's gonna keep him sane. And it doesn't matter what Jamal needs, he's gonna help him get it done, just to make sure that he's good on the inside.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And going back to Ben, the guy he's helping out, you see that he's a bit different from Aaron. He kind of knew early on that there were certain people that he didn't want to be around because he didn't want to end up in jail. He didn't want to be associated with them, so he got away from them. And I think with this case and from the last episode is a lot of the people that Aaron is representing are extensions of himself. You know,
Yeah.
the woman who pulled out a gun in the hospital. You know, she accepted the plea deal and she didn't have to do all that time. Then you have Ben, who's around people. He knows that they're not good for him, so he moves away just so he doesn't get into trouble. But you know, Aaron, he had those opportunities, but he didn't necessarily listen to it. So I think, like, even though he's a lawyer, but he's kind of redeeming himself. He's kind of getting cases that are tied to his past, and he's in winning those cases, he kind of gets a bit of redemption, or he gets to make up for the time that he lost.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I mean, it helps him too with like what he actually hearkened as a skill in jailable things, becoming a lawyer. Why not use it to his advantage? And I mean, with the cases he's won so far, I guess you could say they vary in easy or difficulty per se, but he's been doing great so far. He's like on like a no loss streak, I guess.
Yeah. He's a good lawyer.
Yeah.
You know, he's a good lawyer, but he also he's having to deal with his personal issues. You know, while he got himself out of jail and he's established himself, but he still has to deal with problems from his past, like his mother not coming to see him when he's in jail. Marie shacking up with Darius. Darius, although helped him with his court fees, still betrayed him and slept with his wife. You know?
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I want to get into it, but let's talk about the mother for a second. She kind of apologized and begged for his forgiveness because she didn't see him for 9 years. She didn't want to see him in jail. You know, she pretty much turned on her son.
Yeah. I kind of got the sense of maybe she was one of those mothers like that always deny anything bad possible, or even giving into that thought of their children of all people doing something bad. Yeah. So maybe it was like an extreme case of that. Like, I can't bear to see my son in prison inside her, but on the outside, no, my son is in jail. Or maybe she even denied his son's existence, depending on who asked.
Yeah. Well, his father comes to see him, and she just chose not to. And you see that Marie was a bit upset about it. His daughter was definitely offended by it because she was taking shots all throughout dinner. That, you know, grandma never came to see dad in prison, but she makes it up. The mother makes it up by doing what Marie hasn't done, and what Darius tried to do. She apologized, and she apologized in front of everybody. She made sure that she tried to make things right by telling her side of why she couldn't do it, that she couldn't see him behind bars. And I think that was a beautiful part in that episode. You know, she acknowledged that she made a mistake, and she saw that even though she didn't come to see him, he still made valuable use of his time. He didn't go to jail and come out brawling. He got his law degree. He served others. You know, he helped people as well, and he's still helping people. I think that was a way to show his mother, to show the people that kind of gave up on him, that he made something of himself. You know, he was something when he was out. Even when he was in, he still made something of himself. You know? Yeah,
I still don't trust it though, regarding the mom. It's like, I guess, okay, maybe it was sincere, but of all places to do it at the Thanksgiving dinner table, if it was Thanksgiving, I don't remember.
Yeah.
But that's when she kind of just threw herself on a rug and just like kind of rolled around begging for forgiveness and all that. My baby, I'm sorry,
Yeah.
whatever,
Yeah.
and all that.
Sugar baby, I'm sorry. Yeah. Yeah. She did that. And it's so interesting what you said, because Black mothers never apologize. So
Yeah,
that's
sorry.
I think that's something that people have to really zone in on. That Black mothers don't apologize. The fact that she apologized, she should get like an Emmy or something like that, because she's changing the reputation of Black mothers. So I think that was interesting.
No wonder it seemed so hammy when she did it.
Yeah, Black
This
mothers
is like
don't apologize.
unfeasible.
It's like, what? You serious? You know? Yeah.
Yeah, because you think like a mother, like a Black mother saying sorry is like, oh, me sorry. Where's my sorry for holding you in my stomach for 9 months, you motherfucker?
Exactly. Exactly. You know, so she should get an award for that, because she did something that's beyond acting. That's something else, you know.
That's true.
Yeah.
Damn.
But Marie has not. She hasn't apologized. She's tried to have the conversation with Aaron, but it's like he's not really having it. And we spoke about Marie last episode, and I think like between her and Darius, like I don't really like Marie at this point. Like I think she's just there's something about her that I just don't like, you know.
Yeah, this is the episode that kind of cemented that I'm sorry not to like her either now.
Yeah. Because she was the one that pursued Darius.
Yeah.
Darius was around just looking after the family, doing what friends do, but she was the one that pursued him. She moved him into their house. It wasn't like she moved in with him, but he moved in with her. You know, she did a lot of things that it's like you would expect. Initially, I expected Darius to be the one to do it, but you see, like Darius is pretty. He's pretty much a decent guy, but it's kind of Marie that leads him down this path of betraying his friend. You know, and I think going forward, like, yeah, I really don't like her. I don't like her, but Aaron moves out. He leaves. We spoke about this in the last episode. That's likely going to happen. Like in jail, it's all good, but when you have to see that person, and you have to confront some of those issues, some of those problems, it's going to be hard. And you see that with Aaron. It's like no matter how strong he was inside and how he dealt with all these other issues, the fact that his wife betrayed him, he could not. He reads through the text messages. He sees the life that they were having for about a year, a little over a year, while he was locked up. And that was like, it's done. It's over. I can't be here anymore. You know.
Yeah, and I actually made a note of when he spoke. Well, I guess maybe I'm jumping ahead, but yeah, sticking to Marie, it's like I don't think she apologized or had the immediate urge to, just because she was trying to hide whatever she had done, not thinking that he would go through a text of all things or even allude to that. Or maybe she thought she was doing that good a job of like hiding that anything happened between them.
Yeah. I mean, she got him clothes, she got him settled in. She did all these things. She got him the newest iPhone. I don't know if it's a 12, but he got the newest iPhone. So he's all set, you know, in the present world. But that it just seems like it wasn't enough, because she made the ultimate, you know, she did the ultimate betrayal, which was like, of all the guys that you could have been with, you chose his best friend.
I bet you if it was like modern day, like a TV show done right now, present day, she would have gotten him a PS5 just to cover up every kind of crap.
I think so. I think
Marie,
so.
I don't play games though.
Your Honor. She got me a PS5. I think that's it. If they end up heading to divorce at some point, like that's something that may be highlighted. Yo, she didn't give me a PS5 when I got out. You know,
Your Honor, to think I've been in there 9 long years. I had no games to play, but with my own life, and she don't even get me that when I'm out.
That's true. You know, yeah. it really looks like of all the people that betrayed Aaron, Marie did it to him the worst. You
Oh
know,
yeah.
because she not only she was with his best friend, but she brought in their child to be a part of her shenanigans. I think. All right, did he do the right thing by moving out?
Considering how he feels, and he did say at some point clearly, "I can't trust you." Yeah, for his sake, yeah.
He's staying in his office though.
I mean, it's not a bad looking office, I guess. I hope there's heating.
Yeah, yeah. I hope so. You know, but I think it was an okay move. He had the option of going to that halfway house, and he chose not to. He
Mhm.
said he wanted to make his house a home, and then now he's staying in his office. So he's out, but he's kind of in a sense he's homeless. I don't know if it's the best move, but I understand why he did it. Like I don't think
Yeah,
after everything that he had to confront in that episode, I wouldn't want to be around those people. You know?
yeah, yeah, absolutely. Especially like the double whammy of Marie and fucking Darius having both of them the nerve to like try to plead with him or try to like Marie of all people trying to be like, well, what about me? When he's like basically making points about, well, what did my 9 years ago? I
Yeah,
can't trust you because you made it obvious. Maybe not so
yeah,
much obvious, but you gave me signals of like, okay, maybe there's some doubt
yeah,
that I'm like sniffing.
yeah,
So, and she's painting herself to be the victim, as most women will do, even in this case scenario.
yeah,
And then of all things, Darius, I guess you could say the commendable thing, just because they were bros and whatever growing up, comes to him and insists on like having him hear him out and like trying to apologize too. And on top of that too, he says something like, what did he say? Oh, I hope you can forgive Marie after all this. On
yeah.
top of that.
And that was so crucial because Aaron says, "Who was it? Who started it?"
Mm-hmm.
And he says, "I hope you can forgive Marie." And it's like that was the answer. I think that was what officially guaranteed that he was leaving the house
Yeah.
because he realizes that it wasn't Darius that started it, but it was Marie that started it. Marie was the one that made the first move that said, you should stay. And I think that just threw him off the edge because like it wasn't my friend. Like my friend participated in the
Yeah.
betrayal, but it was my wife who initiated it. And I
Well,
think that
remember when he asked him initially though, Darius like paused and said it was me when he
yeah.
said who started. But then
Oh
like
yes, yeah,
he called him out and said, well, I know you all this time and I know you're a terrible liar, so tell me the
yeah,
truth.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
you know, so that paints Marie in an even worse picture. Like it's like you kind of saw it. Like I don't think I just don't like her anymore. You know, I
Yeah.
think I don't like her anymore. Yeah,
It's
I don't
hard to
know.
after that. It's hard to.
Yeah, she's manipulative. She's conniving. I just yeah, you know, she
And the
pretty
worst
much
thing is,
yeah,
I'm sorry, yeah, but yeah, the worst thing is she gets a stank attitude once he starts bringing it up,
yeah,
which was going to happen because if you made it clear enough for him to suspect something, and of course
yeah,
he's jumpy, he's already jittery because of hello 9 years where he's been all this time.
yep,
You can't blame him either. And then she
yeah,
has again the nerve, I have to
yeah,
emphasize, to get all
yeah,
aggy about it.
yeah. She didn't delete the text messages. She put
Nope.
all his stuff away in storage, and she
Yep.
could have she could have moved some things back in when she knew he was getting out.
She had a
You know,
date when he was coming back.
yeah, she could have just made things a bit easier. And yeah, I don't know. I'm not feeling Joe Bryant. I think in these shows, like in Power, people don't like the character Tariq because he's kind of like that kid that just ruins opportunities. And I think with this series, got to put it out there. I'm not really feeling Joy Bryant. I don't like Marie. I think just overall, she's not righteous. She's just like she's not. If it wasn't for the daughter, she would have. It would have been even worse for Aaron. I don't think he would have had the courage to go on if it wasn't for the daughter.
That too. Yeah, that too.
Yeah.
And I know if we wasn't in the pandemic right now, amidst of at least,
Yeah.
if she was out and about in public right now, Joy Bryant, even if she was looking extra fine that day, she definitely gets some side eyes and some really
Yeah.
nasty looks.
Yeah. Like you fine and all, but I'm not fucking with you. You just got to know that. Like, you know, you fine and all. Like, yeah, it's cool, but nah, you know, there's
The
something wrong
trash,
with you.
though.
Yeah. Yeah. You know. Yeah. That's important. Like that's I think if Joy Bryant watches it, that's what she has says. Like, you're fine, but we don't really like your
But
character. We don't
yeah,
like the way you're moving out here. You're not moving right.
you're fine,
Okay.
but
Yeah, you know, and a big butt too, both. Yeah.
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 on her too.
Yeah.
Well, maybe she don't got the hugest ass, but it's a nice one. It's right there.
She got a little peach. She got
Oh,
peach. Yeah, she got
The
a
booty
peach.
shorts in the last episode, not this one we just watched. So that was a
Yeah.
nice,
Yeah,
nice,
she got a peach.
very nice
got a
touch.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Going forward, so now Aaron and Darius, it's pretty much that friendship seems to be over. It looks like I don't think there's a pathway for them to reconcile that friendship, because Aaron says,
No.
I got a friend inside that would kill for me. And he's speaking of Jamal. Like it clearly shows that Jamal has replaced Darius in the friendship zone. Like Darius is out, like, because the way Jamal held him down, even put his life on the line for Aaron. It shows that there's no way that they can repair that friendship, because he sees what a real friend is, and that he gets that from Jamal. So I don't think there's a way for them to repair that friendship. But
Darius looks like the guy that always got picked last for basketball in school too. That pudgy dumb face.
Yeah. Yeah. And he was kind of relieved by it too. He looks like he was relieved, like, by not picking, because he knew he wouldn't be able to do well on the court. Yeah. Yep.
It's like, oh, they ain't gonna see my titties flop. They're trying to go for a layup.
Exactly. Yeah. Yep. I see it. It's true. Yeah.
Like, wouldn't you go with that too? Like, if you had to pick between Darius and Jamal, like, even if you knew Jamal was gay or whatever, like, looks alone, I think I'd pick Jamal because he looks cooler.
He kind of rocks the beanie, like, in this ultimately cool way. And, you know, like, when people are usually gay, like, they have a way of showing you that they're gay. But he's kind of like homo thuggish, you know? So that would be my friend. Like, I would go with Jamal. And plus his name is Jamal. Like, everyone wants a black friend named Jamal.
That's Darius is like, who named you?
Yeah. It's like,
did the doctor come up with that?
Yeah. Like, you think you're better than us? You know? Yeah. But you wanted Jamal, you know? Jamal adds cool points, and he has that. Like, you see, like, he has a bit of swag. He's friendly, and he has, aside from him hiding that he was gay in jail, you can see that he's not really hiding who he is as a person.
No.
But I think with Darius, like, there's always things that he's hiding, and he could have been that friend that, like, while he was good friends with Aaron, he kind of was a bit jealous of him. I think that was a bit there, you know. But I think Jamal that's not there. Like, they're really friends, you know.
Yeah. Jamal's like way more secure. He just happens to be in jail compared to Darius.
Yeah. And one of the other things is about Jamal is, like, you see that he's a good person and he holds down the people that he loves. Like, he's literally in jail, not for something he did. He's in jail because he was protecting his sister, you know? And you see that even before Aaron gets out, he puts his life on the line just to protect Aaron from his issue with Cassius. So you get a good understanding of his character. Like, he's a good person, you know? He'll lay down his life for the people that he loves. That's honorable, you know?
Yeah, Darius looks like he gladly donates every Christmas to the Police Athletic League.
Yeah. I see that.
And he posts about it on Facebook.
Look what I did, guys. Yeah. And he gives up on Aaron, you know?
Yeah.
I think that was one of the things that they spoke about. Like, Aaron said, he gave up on me.
Yeah.
Like, he looked him in the face and said, we got to move on. You know, going back to the title of the episode, Time to Move Forward, it's pretty much what they said to him. It's like they were moving forward. They forgot about him. They gave up on him.
Yeah.
You know? and he makes it out, and then everything is all
They could have
Yeah.
at least lied about that part without having to rub it in his face.
Yeah. They
Well,
could
even
have.
if they had no hope, eventually him getting out or whatever, like at least don't throw salt in his eyes on top of all that.
Yeah. They got together and he filed for divorce, Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Crazy.
You watching Real Talk though? Hi, I'm Jeff. My friends call me Hefe.
Who this?
We're covering episode 4 of For Life. Starring Nicholas Pinog, Joy Bryant, executive produced by 50 Cent, showing on ABC. And I think this is probably one of the biggest episodes of the series so far, because Aaron is confronting everything. He's confronting the wife, he's confronting his best friend, he confronted his mother, and he's still a good ass lawyer. Like, he gets the job done.
Oh yeah.
He gets the job done. He got Ben out of that situation. He was able to communicate with Ben's mother, and seeing that they didn't have the means to get Ben out, but he was able to do what lawyers do and make sure that he got out, and he was able to continue his path to becoming an electrician. And I think that was essential, is that as a lawyer, your responsibility is to make sure that your client gets the best possible deal. And he couldn't afford to lose out on being an electrician, because that was his way out. That was what's going to separate him from the other side of his family. And Aaron got that done for him. That was good. Yeah.
Exactly. This whole episode, I don't know if you'll agree, it kind of felt like a less sloppy, more civilized episode of Maury. All the reveals, this, that, whatever. I did this, but remember you did that, and it was less than what you did to me, and et cetera, the back and forth, and it was messy.
Yes, it was. It was. That Marie. That Marie. I don't know.
Was like when the girlfriend comes on first, and then Maury brings out the boyfriend to confront her about sleeping with the white guy, and then Darius comes in like the side that was like the side short person. Excuse me. And it's like, I was here too. Forgive me.
Yeah.
And then the mom out of nowhere from the audience, forgive me, baby. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, baby. Everybody just gasped. Black mothers don't apologize. Yeah. Very, very interesting. Is Joy Bryant on Twitter?
I'm not sure. Probably.
I don't really see her tweeting during the episodes. Like I see everyone else. We gotta look into that. Is Joy Bryant on Twitter? Is she on the gram promoting these episodes? Because I gotta have a conversation with her. I don't know. I'm just not feeling her right now. You fine and all, but you fine. Like, you really fine. But I'm not really feeling you. Yeah. You're just abusing your fineness. You just not. I don't know, man.
You may have to do it. Do it for us.
Yeah. I gotta have a conversation on Twitter with her. Like, yo, like, you really messing up your fineness. Like, you going from an 8 to like about a 3 right now. It's really there. Not a 3, like a 6. Like, you going from an 8 to a 6. Okay. There's a lot of fine there. There's a lot of fine. Yeah. All right. Any thoughts? Like, what do you think is gonna happen going forward?
My ultimate takeaway from this happening, let's see, hopefully it doesn't roll out the way I think it will. He might mess up bad because of this somehow. Just because his brain's not there. It's like, his vision's all foggy because of Darius, Marie, mom, this, that, the other too. So who knows?
Yeah. He has the PTSD. He hasn't confronted yet. He has to find a place. He has to find a place. He still has the PO that's going to put some pressure on him. So, I expect it's not going to be easy for him going forward. He's going to have some more drama, And you see, like, his focus. He made his focus getting Jamal. Like he did the whole, that mafia setup where he put Jamal on top and all the other people associate him, and he's focusing on that. But we got to see, is he going to be able to do that this season with all the other issues going on in his life? Like, does he make Jamal the priority and leave every else?
Yeah.
Yeah, gotta see that.
Gotta see.
Yeah. All right. Any closing remarks?
Joy Bryan is still fine, but ...
Yeah, you fine and all, but you a little, yeah. All right, so you've been watching Real Talk, though. I'm Jeff. My friends call me Hefe.
Who this?
This has been our recap. Stay tuned for episode 5 of For Life, and we're going to continue doing the reviews every week for each episode. Follow us on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook at Real Talk. But subscribe to the YouTube page. We got to get those numbers up. All right.
Yeah, please.
All right. You're watching Real Talk, though. Next time.
Later.
All right.